Julia was still processing everything Kate had said, and the conversation kind of stalled here for a second. Julia wasn't really sure what to do or say. Kate eventually started speaking. So anyways, I know this is short notice and all, but we, the D Club, are going out to lunch tomorrow. And I wanted to see if you wanted to come. I mean, it's totally cool if you don't want to. I haven't told anybody else, and if you want to keep this whole thing a secret, that's your call and your business. I can totally understand if you don't want to meet other folks and for people to know about this. But I will say, I was really hesitant to do it when I was in your shoes, but I am so glad I did. Wait, you mean you all are meeting for lunch tomorrow? Julia asked. It was a dumb question and Julia regretted it the second she said it. But this was just all happening so fast. Yeah, that's what I mean. And you need to get your parents' permission to go off campus. But it's totally cool, Mrs. Bernard knows all about it so they can call her if they want to check up on it. I guess I don't really know. Looks, it's fine either way and you don't need to make up your mind right now. If you wanna go, just show up at the parking lot circle at lunch. We leave like 5 minutes after class gets out, 'cause it's not like lunch is really long. If you wanna come, just show up. Well, thanks, I'll think about it. Okay, do that. Look, I'm gonna split and go grab lunch. It was nice to meet you, Julia. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. With that, Kate got up and started to walk away. Julia suddenly wanted to ask her a ton of questions, but she was gone. On the one hand, Julia nearly freaked out. On the other hand, she told herself, I knew it. She knew it from the moment Kate had looked at her and raised her eyebrows and nodded. And Kate knew it too, Julia was sure of that. Julia followed the thought all the way through to the end. It was really hard to believe, but all the pieces fit and it made too much sense to be anything else. Julia looked at Kate and stated matter-of-factly, you wear diapers too. Kate smirked, smart girl. I told you knew what this was about. She set down her bag and looked Julia in the eyes. So here is the thing. About 3 years ago, when I was a freshman. You're a freshman, right? Julia nodded. Right, thought so. So when I was a freshman, this really cool senior girl came up to me one day and wanted to talk. I was like, wow, random senior wants to talk to me, that's weird. But she seemed nice, so I started talking with her. She starts telling me this story about how she was in a car accident when she was young. It was pretty bad, I guess. They got hit at a stoplight or something and some people in the other car actually died. I'm sitting there thinking, wow, that really sucks. But why are you telling me this? I don't even know you. It all seemed really strange. I even started to wonder if she might be a little crazy, you know. Anyways, the accident put her in the hospital for a while, she says. She starts telling me that she was lucky she didn't have any kind of serious brain injury, or lose a leg. I guess there was a time when they were not sure about that. So she tells me she considers herself really fortunate, all said and done. But then she hits me with this. She tells me that as a result of the car accident, she wets herself all the time, so she has to wear diapers. I'm sitting there, kind of where you are, and I'm thinking, wow, this is really crazy, because I was wearing a diaper too. And she looks at me and says, I don't know what your story is, but I do know you are wearing a diaper. And I know what that can be like. So then she starts telling me about this thing she called D Club. It's not an official club like the math club or something like that. It's just a group of kids at the school who get together every so often and go get lunch or something like that. The seniors who have cars usually drive and they go off campus to some random fast food place. The only thing is that the kids in the club all wear diapers. So at this point I ask her, how did she know I wore diapers? She gave me some kind of wishy-washy answer about it just being a lucky guess. I called her on it and she said she could explain some other time. So I then asked, is it like some kind of support group, and she says, "Well, I guess although I don't really think of it that way. For me it's just a group of friends. We aren't like best friends or anything. I mean, we are all pretty different and probably wouldn't normally hang out. But we all have this random thing in common. And we look out for each other." So yeah, that was me 3 years ago. And I ended up meeting with these people and I found out they were all pretty nice. Some of them I didn't see at all outside of the occasional lunch. Some of them I became pretty close with. Anyways, even though there isn't any kind of official rules or anything, it's kind of understood that the seniors in the group take the lead or whatever when it comes to new folks. So that's why I figured I would approach you and invite you to the club.